Hey y'all, welcome back to Calvin's Corner 72. Today I wanted to do a video on my crossbow and what type of arrows I use and what some of the new equipment I'm going to be trying to use, and a general, going over of my plans, so to speak. So y'all bear with me. The crossbow I have, it's called a Recruit. It's called a Recruit, and it's made by Barnett. Here's the name, Barnett Recruit Compound. It's got a true glow scope on it, red dot scope. Let me turn it on here, see if you can see the red dot. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But trust me, it's there. There it is. There's the dot. Turn it off, turn it on. So anyways, I'm gonna turn it off right now. Save my battery. It just has a little 2032. It goes right into the top. Just screw it off, put a new one in, screw it back on, you're good to go. And they're not very expensive. But anyways, this stock is adjustable. You can move it out, you can move it in. Just, there's a little Allen wrench that come with the kit. You can move it in and out. You tighten her down and you're good to go. I bought this. It didn't come with it. It's just a basic gun strap, but it's padded, so it helps carry it through the woods and stuff. I bought these. These are stabilizers. They kind of move. They just go right on your limbs. They're made by Limb Saver. You just tighten them down with a little Allen wrench, and it takes a lot of the vibration out. I like this crossbow because it's super light and it's very fast. It's got like 130 pound draw on the actual crossbow itself. So when you're pulling it back, you're pulling 130 pounds back. But it's got plenty of power to lay down deer, I tell you that. I done it last year. Thank goodness I shot 4 with it. This quiver come with it, and it's detachable. You just twist it, and it'll come right off. So if you need to get it out of the way quick, you can just twist it and take it right off. But I leave it on there most of the time. That's what I need right there, is a big old buck. But another thing I was doing today was going to tell you some of the new things. I'm going to try some of these Broadheads. I just got them in, and I don't have a thing on where I've got it from eBay or a part number, but I did get it off eBay, and they come from China. And I got 6 of these, because I've already mounted one on my arrow to show, and I got them for like $10 and something, so it was super cheap. This is just a $5 arrow with a half moon knock, that half moon, and it's a 20 inch. That's what I shoot in this, 20 inch, and it's carbon fiber. I got these at Walmart for like $5, and this is what I'm going to try to use this year. This thing is super sharp. Wow, that was a tick crawling on me. Did y'all see that? They're bad out here. They drop out of the trees, they'll get on you. Anyways, you gotta be careful. So when you shoot this at the deer, it's gonna pierce the meat right here, but then it's when it hits the flesh, like just think of my fingers as being the edge of the deer. it's going to push these down, and they're going to expand. You see how they expand out to about 3 inches or 2.5 inches, and then it's going to be slicing the whole time it goes through the deer. I mean, that's a pretty wide gap to cut right through something. So the chances of you hitting a main artery or a liver or a lung or a heart is pretty good. So I'm real excited about these. There's no drag on them, you know. I think they're going to work really well. This is what I used last year, and I got these at Walmart, and they were like $20-something, and they only get 3 of them. And they have a little a rubber band that comes up here and holds the end of them. And as they expand, you see they just kind of boom, boom. Then you got 3 of them that come out and they slice as they go through. But they're not that wide. They're only just about 1 inch or 2, 1.5 inches. They're not very wide at all. So, but they did kill a lot of deer for me last year. But the price on them is pretty high. I guess you pay for convenience because you can just go down to the store and get some more. So I probably need to order me some more of these, because you do tend to lose them, or at least I do. Here's some of the arrows. These are the ones I bought at Walmart. These are the ones that come with the crossbow. They're called Barnett. I think they call them just recruits, or there's something they call these. I was hoping it would be on there, but they're made in USA and all. They're pretty nice. I mean, they come with these little tips, little weighted field tips, 100 grain. So, and then these here, I think I got these at a local 20-inch carbon. No, actually, I got these at Walmart as well. I didn't get them down there. They're Carbon Express. I mean, which they make good. You know, when you're shooting that much poundage, you have to have a carbon arrow. If you don't, then you're liable to bust a wooden one. You wouldn't want a piece of wood flying apart when this thing's shooting as hard as it is. Nowhere near your hand or anything else. I've seen some bad accidents on YouTube. Alright. What I wanted to show you was I bought this little mount for my camera, and I'm having to put it back here. I'd like for it to go on my scope, but it will not fit around here. This is very tight right in here, in the front as well, and it won't. If it's fit here, it messes with this, and I can't have it messing with that. So it's going to have to go right here. And my little buddy Eldon said, "Dad, can you not hook it right here?" And I'm like, "I'll see," and he was right. So let me turn it on here. I actually had it turned off. I'm on already. Sorry. Alright, cool. And there it is. Yay! So I'll be able to see the deer and shoot it too. Now, what I did was I went ahead and hooked it up. You have to download an iSmart. It's called iSmart DV. And then you can hook up Wi-Fi from the camera to your phone. If you don't, I don't care what it says on the box, whatever kind to put on there. If it's not a GoPro, you got to go with this iSmart TV deal, and it works really good. It's actually disconnected because I turned the camera off. You hold this top button down for 3 seconds, and then it comes up and says, "Hey, I'm ready." Alright. You got to go to your phone. Right now it's hooked up to my... Now there's Action Cam. Click on Action Cam. Connect. And it connects. Alright, now I go back and go to my iSmart DV icon right there, and it's up, and I choose the camera, and then just like that on my phone, I can get this where y'all can see it. On my phone is what you see right here. See my hand? So I can actually be sitting in a tree looking at my phone and Pretty cool, huh? But it also comes with this camera, and the deal that I got it from comes with this little deal right here. You can, what I'm finding is that I can actually see, I can turn the camera off. If I hit the button, it'll actually turn it off, but I can't turn it back on with this. And I'm not sure that I can turn it back on with this or off. But I know I think I can turn it off with it, but I can't turn it on. But this here goes to pictures, and this is for recording. So if I hit that, it should make it go to record. If I hit that, it should go to camera. But I'm thinking it's not going to work as long as my phone's hooked up to it. Let me see here. Now, let's see here. It actually took a picture. And if I hit it again, it takes another picture. But if I hit the video, it actually starts recording. You see where it says record? It's flashing record. And then of course I can hit that again and it stops recording. So I'm just learning now that if it's hooked to my phone, I can turn it on and off with my phone in case this ever tears up. But I still have to have my phone to go in and download the videos off of this, or I can use I guess I can use the USB cord straight to the computer, then pull it off like that. And it's probably a lot faster. But enough about that. What I want to do is, and I did a video earlier on my four-wheeler. I actually hooked it to the handlebars on the four-wheeler and done that. But I'm going to set this camera facing me when I got in my hand, and I'm going to do some cross recording. I'm going to show y'all how I actually load this crossbow up, and I'm actually going to be shooting it at this target right out there. It's right there. It's got a big black X on it, and so I'm going to shoot it from sitting right here, and I'm going to video with this as I'm shooting, and I'll try to get this put together all somehow or another together. This is my cocking rope too, I forgot to tell y'all, but it comes with it, and you have to use this to cock this thing. I can do it by hand, but I'm going to use this just for demonstration purposes, because when you're out in a tree, it's hard to put this thing on and try to cock it in a hurry. If you have another deer walking up and you need to cock it, I just reach down and pull it. I mean, it's really hard to do, and it leaves a big bruise on your chest the next day, but when you're in a hurry and you're excited, it doesn't matter. You know, you'll do it just so you can get another shot off another deer. All right, let me turn this thing around. All right, I got my camera recording. I hope y'all can see me. You gotta put your foot in this stirrup. And as soon as you cock this thing, it goes straight into safety mode. So that's what I like about it. just that simple. She's ready to fire. I mean, it's cocked right now, and it's in safety. But I always make sure I always pull this back, see it didn't go all the way back. And if it's not all the way back, it ain't in safety mode, and you can dry fire it. So I always make sure it's back. And the only way you can actually shoot this is put an arrow in it, and then it moves a little mechanism in here. And then when you get ready to shoot, you push it forward, and then you pull the trigger. So, alright. Turn my red dot on. I sure hope I hit the target. So before I get ready to shoot, I gotta get ready here. Push it forward, and now I can shoot it. You gotta make sure your fingers are below these finger guards. If you don't, it'll take your finger off. Y'all come back and see me. Calvin's Corner, see me too. Gotta make sure your fingers are below these finger guards. If you don't, it'll take your finger off. Let's go see how good I did. And of course, I'm recording right here too. So I'm getting double record right now. Be a lot of editing. Shot a little high on that one. Shot a little high on that one. Shot a little high on that one. I was aiming right here and it went here. It's because I'm only shooting 20 yards and I've got it set up for like 30 or 40 yards. So in the woods, that's something, because I don't have a scope that has different settings on it. I have to kind of guess where to put it at. So if this would have been a deer at 20 yards, I'd have shot it high, so that means I have to shoot a little low to get it where I want it, you know what I mean? But if I'm shooting at its heart, I'm definitely going to get a lung or a liver, because it's right there. You know, it's within an area like that. So I'm pretty happy with it right now. It's ready to go hunting. So am I. Deer hunting season don't open up till September the 12th. And I'm going to be off work about 4 days. I took the time, so I can't wait, guys. I say guys, but I mean guys and gals, right? I mean, there's some women that watch this. They may not be interested in this. More likely, guys will be interested. But some of them do shoot bow, I understand. Well, it's pretty out in these woods. I've had deer come right up here behind the house, right down through here in the woods. Just right down through here before. But, anyways. So, that is my video. And if y'all got any questions, comments, snide remarks, that'll work too. Again, there's my safety. Let me back this thing up. I got it zooming in. If this is back when you cock it, and when you get ready to shoot, you push it forward, and then it's ready to go. But that's it. I like that, how they put that on there. Barnett Recruit, little kind of kill. This thing right here, I forgot to tell y'all about it, this little round thing. What this is for is a cocking device. It's like a crank. So a lot of people that are disabled, they can't pull back on these, or they can't even use the cocking string because it's so hard to pull back for them. They have a cocking device. You can actually buy that. It's like 80 bucks, and it's snapping it, and you take these pieces off, and it bolts on right here, and you run the hooks down here, and you just crank it like a fishing rod, and it pulls it right back and locks it in. And you can unhook it and take the crank off and put it in your pocket. That way you can use these things. That's the selling point for Barnett right now, is that they have this ability. If you want to buy that, if you need that, you can buy that and put that on there, and it makes it so people that either they're older and they can't pull, or they're really disabled but they want to go hunting, they can cock that thing. They can do it all themselves, so that they say, hey, I'm doing it myself. A few things I don't like about this is because I've been shooting in here for a while, and see how it's splintering right here? I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Let's see. Right there is some there's some splintering going on. You can see it right there, the flakes. And I don't know if that's some stress on shooting it or what, but it's like it's the carbon, the fiber is actually flaking off. And this side's doing it as well. Y'all can see that. And I've not dry fired this thing at all, and I don't know why it's doing that, but that's one thing I don't like about it. Now, you do have to put wax on these, and I've got wax. And you have to wax your rails, and you have to wax your strings, because if you don't, they start fraying and tearing apart. Then you got to replace all your strings and everything. So, real important to make sure you wax everything and inspect your bow before you go hunting, because it's dangerous getting out there shooting these things without having any prior maintenance to it, to make sure everything's going to be all right. I always check. There's a main bolt in the front under here that that holds this whole section onto here, holds everything onto here, is that bolt. And I make sure that thing's good and tight before I take off, because I make sure my stirrup bolts are good, because that's where you're putting your foot and you're pushing against that, so you definitely want to have it tight right in here, and they're underneath the bottom. Make sure the stirrup bolts are locked in. And there's my other arrows. So I've actually got these ready to go, but I'll probably be changing them out and putting the new broadheads on. But yes, I do shoot at that with broadheads. That's why that target's tore all to pieces. But that's what it's for. I got to do something. I got to try it, make sure it's right. But that's my update on my Barnett Recruit, a little knockoff GoPro camera, which I think is going to work well for what I need it for. And at least I'd say at a distance of 10 or 20 yards, I should be able to turn this on with this remote control. I mean, as far as turning the camera on, I could even pop a few pictures off and then turn the record on, and hopefully I'll get some good video this year deer hunting. I'm excited. I can't wait to go. And like Death by Bungee said, hey, if you have a chance to shoot a deer, don't worry about, you know, turning your camera on and all that. Don't lose a deer because you're trying to worry about a video. And believe me, guys, I like to eat. And if I get one killed, I'll do the video afterwards and say, hey, I didn't have a chance to turn it on, or whatever. They come up, I didn't see them, and I didn't want to move. So I'm gonna get that deer. I hope I get it on camera, but number one is get that deer. Y'all come back and see me. It's Calvin's Corner 72.